Hello, hello, hello. So this show is going to be about the Nephilim. Now, the Nephilim is a body created by Morgan Helsing. It is based off CBBE, okay? So you can use CBBE textures and all kinds of things. With the Nephilim, it's basically a CBBE body replacer, and it is its own thing. And you can look at the pictures here. I'm not sure how far they got into this. They were trying to make it so the Khajiits would still look very human and be very sexualized. And I think they were doing, at one point they were doing the same with the Argonians, but they may have given up on that. I'm not sure how far along they got. But the main thing to know here is that there is no full armor replacer for the Nephilim anymore. There was, and for some reason that's been taken down. A lot of things I've seen have been taken down, and I think it's because people go through and report things they don't like because they don't like it. And then if the modder or someone isn't there to contest it, and I think the modder has to do it, then it's gone. I think Bethesda acts kind of like YouTube. All someone has to do is report or complain about it, and they automatically jerk it down. And then you have to fight to get it back up. Now, that's the wrong approach, and we can debate that all you want, but that's really the wrong approach. But that's the way it is. That's the system we have to live with, okay? So, the Nephilim doesn't have a full-on armor replacer. It does have a number of little mods out here with some cool stuff. And here you'll see it still has the amazing world of bikini armor. Now, this is a big mod, but it does give you all of this different bikini armor. And it's pretty cool in its own way. I think there is a level list mod for this as well. There is the expanded world. This adds more to it. So that adds more to it. Let's see, is there a level list? I thought there was. I'm not seeing it here. So maybe it doesn't come up anymore. I still think it exists. If we look up maybe bikini armor or something, we would see that there's a level list thing where you can have this injected into the world. I think it gives you varying results because of the way the bikini armor is made. All pieces don't necessarily, just fit in randomly very well. So, take that for what it's worth. Now, other than that, there's some little outfits that you can get, and there's the expanded world of bikini armor, and is that very big? It's not very big. I'm not sure how much is in this. I don't think I ever looked at this. So, just something to be aware of, that you do have another option here. That looks like an interesting Daedric option, so you might like something like that. Now, there is also a different Nephilim body. The one thing about the original Nephilim body is that if you look at this mod, it's almost 320 megabytes because it is packed full of textures and all these other things that, for the most part, everybody's not going to agree on all these things, but this was something Morgan Helsing was making that they liked, and they thought it would appeal to others, and so they put it out. But like I say, it's full of textures and different things that you may end up needing other mods below this mod to overwrite those choices. If you don't like that funky, glowy texture, if you don't like, just different things about it, you may have to add more to it. It also has an issue where, if you'll notice here in this picture, there's a different face texture and a different body texture, and you can tell there's a very definitive difference in the two, and I always think that looks weird, and I don't really enjoy that. I kind of like the idea of the Khajiits. It's not a bad idea. But anyway, that was just me. And here again, you can see the difference. Though it's slighter here, you can see the difference in the head texture and the body texture. So that always kind of bothered me. But there were, again, good and bad things about this mod. When you put that many different things into a mod, there's going to be things that people do like and don't like. However, this is its own thing, okay? All right. So, on the other hand, they were making a new body, and they made this body mod. This is a mesh body mod. It does not have textures. It does not have a bunch of other things. So this is a basic body mesh, and it's Nephilim body mesh. It's that mesh, but without all the textures, without all the other stuff. And it's slightly different. It's not exactly the same, and I don't know the differences. I mean, they try to talk about some things here, but it's slightly different in shape, the mesh is, than the original. But you can use this body, use the textures you want and the other beautification things that you want, and then you can still use these mods, such as the bikini mod, bikini armor mod, and on all that. So that's all we have left for the Nephilim, is these things here, along with, like I said, I think there might be a couple of other things floating around out there, but there's no armor replacer. The things I'm thinking of is, I think there's some sort of level list mod to put the bikini armor into the level list. But there's not really much else floating around out there for the Nephilim, so we're pretty limited on that, and I don't see any activity from Morgan Helsing. I don't know that that modder is coming back, so I don't know if we will see any more on this. It's still something that's usable, but, you know, it's only going to affect your player character, and only if you're using certain armor sets. Like, I don't think you can just use this body with the vanilla clothing and armor. Now, you might be able to. I could be wrong about that. But you might have issues because this is CBBE based. So you might need to tie into the original CBBE so that everybody else in the world looks correct and doesn't have issues. I haven't tried that, but that's, that's a thing. So it's not totally dead, but this is really on the slim side now. There's really not a lot here. And that's just the way it is. So I wanted to let you know about that. We'll move on to another body type and armor replacers and different things in the next show. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. So I want to acknowledge these people who donate to the channel, who support the channel. They put their money where their mouth is, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you to these folks, and thank you to everyone for watching and supporting the channel.
This has been an OwwThatSmarts production.
Wow. Stupendous. Wonderful. Terrific. Yay.